And on that day the first sea lord of Greek ships did not blame any prophets. He swayed with the winds of fortune. The Greek force was unable to sail. They started to suffer and starve, sitting in their ships off the coast of Chalcis, rocked back and forth by the swelling tides of Aulis. Bitter winds blew down from the Strymon, bringing hunger and delay to that wretched harbor, driving the men to wander on the edge of insanity, wearing thin the cables and rotting the ships. Time, crawling slowly by, wore them down. The flower of Greek manhood began to wither and waste away. Then the prophet cried out in the name of Artemis, proclaiming a remedy to soothe the storm. And the sons of Atreus beat the ground with their scepters, unable to hold back a flood of tears. Then Agamemnon, the eldest, spoke, "An unbearable fate will fall on me if I disobey. But how can I bear to slaughter my own daughter, the glory of my house? How can I stain my hands, the hands of a father, with this young girl's blood as it drenches the altar? How can I choose? Both ways are full of evil. Should I desert the fleet and fail my allies? The sacrifice stops the storm. The blood of a virgin must be spilled. Rage craves rage. What must be, must be. Let it be for the best." Her pleading, her terrified cries of "Father!" her pure young life counted for nothing with the chiefs. They were too hungry for war. Her father prayed to the gods, then ordered his men to raise her up over the altar, face down like some sacrificial goat. She fell at his feet, clasping his robes, begging for mercy with heart-rending cries. He ordered her beautiful mouth to be gagged, to stifle a cry that would curse the house. And as the bridle forced her silence, steep saffron poured to the ground. Her eyes threw a last pitiful glance at her sacrificers. But like a figure in a painting, she could not call to them for help. How often she had sung to these same men, as guests in her father's house. How many times her pure young voice had so lovingly sung for her father the sacred song at the third libation. What happened next, I did not see and cannot tell, but the prophecies of Chalcis are always fulfilled. Justice will tip the scales to bring learning through suffering. You will know the future when it comes. Until then, let it be. To know the future is to bring sorrow in advance. It will all come clear in the light of dawn, and let all that comes now turn out for the best.